I'm JD. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and please hit like. And what do I have here? I have a very old Swiss Cyma watch. You can almost see it through the very damaged crystal. And there is no seconds hand. That's never good. But there are the minute and the hour hands, and they are settable, which is nice. I'm not going to do too much to set these because who knows what'll happen. And I think as I turn the crown here, it's unscrewing on me, so I definitely don't want to turn it the wrong way to set these hands. And it looks like the minute hand is dragging the hour hand around, so there's some work to be done there. This watch was given to me by a friend, Alan, my friend, and this was his grandfather's watch, I believe. And you've got some gold-filled top. It says something on the inside here. What does that say? Can anybody read that? Anybody out there read that? Just going to move this out of the way a bit. Gold-filled top, solid stainless steel back. Probably SS back. Stainless steel back. SOL solar. So solar. It's definitely not a solar watch because it looks like it's from the 50s. So it's a very old watch. It's got the old bracelets that they had back in those days. So it's gold-filled. Which means this is all gold. It's like plated gold. It could be 14 karat because they were Swiss, and in the movement itself, the case looks like it's also plated, gold-plated or gold-filled, and it looks like it's worn out up top here. The gold is worn out. So what I'm going to do is I'll be disassembling this watch and seeing if I can get this running. So mechanically, I want to get it running, and then I'll see if I can pair up a crystal for this and replace the crystal. And I'm not sure what the face is going to look like under here, but I'll just clean the face up at Rodico likely and not do too much more, leave it vintage looking. And this strap will go into the ultrasonic cleaner, and there'll be 60 years of dirt that's going to come out of this thing. So whenever I've cleaned these straps up, they've been very interesting afterward. So that's it. That's a Cyma watch. So what is Cyma? So just as it says here, Cyma SA for Switzerland, a Swiss manufacturer of luxury watches founded by brothers Joseph and Theodore Schwob in 1862. So that's an old company. And by 1908, Cyma was advertising the resilience of their timepieces when exposed to electricity, magnetism, and varying temperatures. The company is also currently owned by Stelux International Limited, a Hong Kong-based holdings firm which invests primarily in fine jewelry and watches, and is overseen by fellow Fédération de l'Industrie Horlogère Suisse member Universal Genève. So this is an old watch company. There's some history here. You can read this. I won't go through this. But it looks like this watch, in '59, the brands were bought by the Plan group, joining the Movado group. And when I look at the value of these watches, so they're currently in the Loc, and I believe that's in Switzerland. I think it's in Switzerland. Now it's launched a new brand collection in Madrid. But if you look at the value, it says these watches from the 50s, and I'm assuming this watch here is from the 50s, retail between $400 and $25,000. So this could be quite a find here. I'll have to tell my friend Alan this, but there's the little bit of the history of these watches. I've seen these watches for sale in Canada, the vintage watches like this for sale in Canada. So they may have looked at the Canadian market back then and just pushed a lot of these watches into the Canadian market. So that's that about that. So there's the Cyma watch again. And as you can see, it's in pretty rough condition. But the idea here is to get this thing running again. Replace the seconds hand. I will not be polishing the case because these vintage cases need to continue to look vintage. But I will be changing the crystal on it. I'm going to see if I can match a crystal. I've got a set of very old Bulova crystals that may match this design. Usually when you're matching an old crystal like this, you end up having to do a bit of filing to get it to fit exactly into the slot that it's in. Also, the case back comes out, so when you snap the case back out, then you can actually remove the movement from the back. That's typically how you do this. So I'll be making another video on this, but this is the watch I'll be working on, and so there you go, Alan. Away we go.